An ending you would not expect, how one woman ended up in the ocean after a pursuit and how she tried to escape even after that. Plus, a big surprise at the finish line, what one runner in the LA Marathon saw when she finished the race. Hello, everyone. You're watching The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, the average price of gas in our area is still below $5 a gallon. But a spokesperson for AAA says this is normally the time when gas goes up, and they expect prices will move higher very soon. Many people are hitting the road for spring break. Right now, the average price for a gallon of gas in LA County is $4.96 a gallon. Ventura County is already nearly $5, and it's a little less in Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties. A new report is calling on California to better prepare for emergencies. The Trust for America's Health organization recently released its Ready or Not 2024 report, and it found while emergency preparedness had improved in some areas, public health officials and policymakers need to do more to strengthen it. California scored in the lowest tier along with 15 other states. Researchers are calling for improvements in areas such as flu vaccinations, hospital safety scores, and paid time off. But there were also some strengths, including state funding for COVID and telehealth networks.
Critically investing in public health and prevention will help to assure that we're better prepared for the next disaster or emergency, that we save lives, and that we really help to strengthen and have healthier, more resilient communities.
The report also calls on the entire nation to prepare for extreme weather, in particular excessive heat, especially in protecting children, older adults, people who work outdoors, and underserved communities. The Mega Millions jackpot has soared to $875 million. Is that enough money for you? That drawing is Tuesday night. Of course, you would have to match all 6 numbers on the ticket. The cash option for that grand prize, $413 million. Good luck. Spring is right around the corner, so let's check in with meteorologist Belen de Leon to see what we can expect.
Hi, everyone. Well, our weather's starting to transition out of the cold into the warm conditions as we say goodbye to winter and hello to spring. Now, there's still a chance for some storms Monday and Tuesday afternoon, with temperatures expected to rise into the 70s and even low 80s through the middle of the week. Now, as we head into the weekend, we still need those sweaters and jackets. The weather will be cooler, and we'll even have a chance for rain. Now, I want to show you the temperature trend, for example, in Santa Clarita, where if you're a fan of the spring temperatures, those are going to stay for a few days. We're at the top of the roller coaster Monday and Tuesday, upper 70s, then little by little, the temperatures start to slide down. By Friday, we're in the low 70s, still feeling good, but here you see those changes over the weekend with temperatures dropping into the 60s, cloudier skies, and a chance for rain.
A wild end to a pursuit. A woman not only led officers on a 30-mile chase through East LA on city streets and freeways, but also straight into the ocean. Check this out. Take a look at this video from Surfline cameras on the Venice Beach Pier. You can see a woman drive straight onto the beach and into the ocean as she tries to get away from officers. The pursuit started just before 11:30 Saturday night near Temple City. CHP says she was wanted for speeding and refused to pull over. Once she hit the water, she tried to swim away. Eventually, a Marina Del Rey sheriff's boat was deployed and she was arrested. Witnesses on the pier say they've never seen anything like this before.
We saw a car just speed into the parking lot, and then it disappeared for a second, and then we ran over, and we saw the tracks in the sand, and then it just drove into the water, stuff flying everywhere on the beach.
Officials say she had 2 dogs in the car. They're okay. The woman faces potential charges of speeding, evading authorities, and animal cruelty. New video of a hit-and-run crash in Canoga Park. The driver of this truck slammed right into a pool supply store Sunday night and then ran off. The crash happened at DeSoto Avenue and Roscoe Boulevard. You can see the Toyota Tundra lodged inside the Discount Pool Mart. Police are still looking for the driver, and no one was hurt that we're aware of. Well, how is LA handling the homeless problem? That's a big question. An independent audit could soon give us those answers. Mayor Karen Bass is offering to have the city pay for this independent audit after a federal judge questioned the program's transparency and effectiveness. She and City Council President Paul Krikorian will both be in court to work out the details. Wildlife officials are asking people to stay away from Little Doom Beach after a dead whale washed ashore in Malibu. The discovery was made over the weekend. Officials say there's no sign of injuries or trauma, and they're working to determine how it died. Well, traffic in and out of the airport is improving as people travel for spring break, but it was a whole different story Sunday afternoon. Check out the gridlock caused by construction at LAX on Century Boulevard. What a mess. It took some travelers 2 hours to get from the 405 freeway to the terminal. So many passengers got out of their car and just started walking to the airport, luggage and all. ChatGPT is used in many different ways, from chatting to doing homework or even making creations. But have you wondered what it would be like if AI had a physical form? Well, we can now show you just that, and it's pretty impressive.
Can you explain why you did what you just did while you pick up this trash?
On it. So I gave you the apple because it's the only edible item I could provide you with from the table.
Wow, how awesome is that? Meet OpenAI's first ever humanoid robot. It's called Figure. Not only can it do basic tasks, but it can even carry out real-time conversations while multitasking, just like you just saw. Well, Figure is able to use the visual data it gets to differentiate items and can also fully comprehend text to generate responses. And on top of all this, look at how human-like Figure is. Well, the movements are not jerky or robotic, and it takes time to think while it talks. The hope is to have robots like Figure help alleviate worker shortages and also do jobs that are just too dangerous for human laborers. Long Beach State is going dancing. They punched their ticket to the NCAA men's tournament with their head coach, who just got fired. Yeah, Long Beach State won the Big West title this weekend with a 74-70 win over UC Davis. It came just days after head coach Dan Monson announced a mutual separation with the team. But the university opted to have Monson coach the team for the remainder of the season, which is now a little bit longer. Well, this is Long Beach State's first March Madness bid since 2012. They'll face second seed Arizona Thursday. Good luck. On the women's side, we've got 4 local teams in the tournament, starting with one of the best in the country, USC. This is their reaction when they found out they're one of the top seeds in the entire tournament. Their first game is going down this Saturday, and then across town, UCLA got a second seed. The Bruins will host another local team, Cal Baptist out of Riverside. That game is also Saturday. UC Irvine also made the tournament. Congratulations, we'll be watching. Well, thousands of runners are celebrating after completing the 39th LA Marathon. NBC4's Annette Adeoto spoke to participants about what these 26.2 miles mean to them.
3, 2, 1. Crossing the starting line, over 25,000 runners taking off bright and early from Dodger Stadium.
This is my goal, and working out, and then gets me in shape. This motivates me to every week to run and get me in shape out of my bed.
The 39th annual LA Marathon, now one of the 4 largest races in the U.S. and among the top 10 worldwide. Some of them professional runners, others athletes in the making who've spent months training physically and mentally for this moment.
Last year I started running in September, yeah.
And now here it is.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm very nervous. I'm nervous but excited.
This is my first marathon. It's, I guess, challenging myself is, so many people have different challenges that I do the same thing. It's just challenging ourselves for a good cause.
The entire route, a little over 26 miles long, taking participants through some of LA's most iconic neighborhoods. But the motivation behind every pair of sneakers is a unique story, a personal journey that goes beyond the length of the race and exceeds any finish time. And for many, it's about giving back to those who need it most.
For charity, got the fundraising. This is the victory lap.
This group of friends is supporting a loved one who's fighting for her life.
It's for a dear, dear friend we've known for many, many years who got stricken with, ovarian cancer, and it just kind of shakes you up.
I told the two of them they had to experience the humanity of seeing all those thousands of people take off from Dodger Stadium and end up at the same place together.
And along every step of the way, crowds of spectators lining up on the sidewalks rooting for family and friends, and the entire sea of runners that are shedding blood, sweat, and tears as they inch their way to the finish line, making their dream a reality.
Sometimes you feel like giving up, but then there's always people cheering you on like, one more mile, one more mile. When you're finished, you can't even believe that you're done with it. And you're like, I'm not doing it again. And then the next year, you're here.
In Los Angeles, Annette Arriola, NBC4 News.
A big surprise for one runner at the finish line of the LA Marathon. Her boyfriend proposed, and she said yes. Jordan Lanksberry and Erica Avalos have been dating for 2 years. They both ran the marathon Sunday. It was their first one. But crossing the finish line wasn't the only goal for Jordan. He knew Erica wanted to be surrounded by family when she got engaged, and she got her wish granted. Congratulations to the both of them. What a pleasant surprise. And over at the LA Galaxy match, one man scored big by proposing to his girlfriend. Alyssa Estrada says she was shocked when her fiance, Corey Mathis, popped the big question. Corey got help from friends with the Angel City Brigade, and he says he was planning the proposal for a while and was just waiting for the right time for Alyssa's work schedule to open up when they could both attend a Galaxy match.
It had to be somewhere with the Galaxy. It had to happen that way. That was one of our first dates. It was one of the things that had to happen.
He caught me totally off guard when he was like, oh, let's go take pictures in front, and everyone just let us pass through, and it was amazing. Like I said, I was shocked.
Oh, how sweet, how special. Well, before meeting each other, both Alyssa and Corey, they grew up watching the Galaxy and playing soccer. As for their wedding, they're thinking about a Halloween wedding. Congratulations to the couple. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.